pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Okay, he needs to start heeding their advice. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 8, read. 65. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, wahoo, now.
Second and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, high 7.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. A 3rd down gain of 19. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 15-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, Charlie. Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
They'll run. This is Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Hey!
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. And he is the NFC reigning Offensive Player of the Week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Go!
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Slam, slam, slam. Check 37, check 37. Hey, rock it, rock it. 36. Check 24, check 24. Ready?
They're going to run it with Murray. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's caught here by Adams. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st down, Green Bay.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
25, check 25.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
47, 30. 47 is the mark. Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hey, Echo. On the ball.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Kamara try the right side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go, go.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Get it.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
You better be a...
Hey, exit.
Check, my check, my check. 45 to Mike.
Yeah, hit it.
2nd and 11. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Rodgers going to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
5.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
5.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one complete to Smith. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
At the 49-yard line.
No. 58.
56. Let's go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Back one.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 56. Mike 56. What we got?
Mike.
Mike 56.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the screen. Check 3.
There. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never... EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Smoke. Shoot.
2nd and 9 now. Complete. Smith has it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards.
Ready? 30 base.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Check 9. 80 weapon. Hey, orbit. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. They'll go again to Jones. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. 60 or. Hey, Zoo. 45. Look at me. Zipper. We own them. 45.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking deep for Adams. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. Hey, 88.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's taken in by Callaway. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
26.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that's complete to Adams. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Mike's 56.
Hey, wahoo!
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Yeah, Liz.
Stay with your man. Check 15.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Davis on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
26.
From the 29, Rodgers. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
And the Packer first down.
Mike, 56.
On 1st down, Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
I'm going to come back to you.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
51 Mike. Mike, 51. Come on, baby. Come on, man. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Get in the weight room.
Hey, high 7.
51 to Mike. 50.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 10. And this is Cook with a grab. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
70, Indy. Hey, Foxtrot.
45 to Mike.
5.
They'll set up to throw. He's got Smith here. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And he'll He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Let you know right now, you better bring. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Ready?
Running with Kamara. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Bravo. Go. Check Mike 40.
They'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey,
Right now, you got 58.
24.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Get that ball. Back north. 56 to Mike. Alpha. Check 56. I got you. I got you.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
47 Mike.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Trump, there he goes, left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Go, Mike, 50.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, Echo.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Bandit. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Cat 300. Cat 300.
Mike 56.
Go.
56. There we go.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, take 26.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Rabbit.
Hey, exit.
Mike 51. Mike 51. No gain on this defense.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for